Good morning, I'm Amar Singh Pradhan. Let's begin with the top stories this hour. Senior leaders of Nepali Congress under pressure after the party's student wing, Nepal Student Union, introduces ease restriction. The exchange rate of the US dollar reaches a record high of 118.8 rupees, likely to increase the prices of imported goods. US Ambassador to the UN Nikki Haley announces retirement after nearly 2 years in office. President Trump hails Haley's tenure. And Thailand's Cape Boys given a presidential felicitation in Argentina, the team making a special appearance in the Youth Olympics. The biggest festival of Nepalese Dasai begins today as Tapana is being observed by sowing jamra seeds, a sacred plant at homes and temples. On the day, people clean up their houses early in the morning and prepare for Tapana, which literally means instituting a customary pot. The day marks the beginning of the festival of worshipping goddess Navadurga. Devotees flock to temples including Naksal Bhagwati, Sobha Bhagwati, Nala Bhagwati, Palanchak Bhagwati, among other temples across the country today. And let's move on to latest national political updates. The Central Committee meeting of Nepali Congress has set the age bar of not exceeding 32 years for its members to be eligible to enter the Nepal Student Union, the party's student wing. However, in the case of the party itself, there is no age limit for the officials or the tenure of its Central Committee members. Nepali Congress President Sher Bahadur Deuba has reached 71 years of age. Likewise, senior leader Ramchandra Paudel is 73 years old. Both of these leaders have been in the top leadership position of Nepali Congress for the past 3 decades, and both of them are still looking forward to running for the post of party president in the General Assembly to be held 2 years later. Deuba and Paudel are only a few among many other leaders who have been in the party for more than 3 decades now. Given this trend, a few other leaders and experts have criticized the party imposing an age limit on its student wing while avoiding the practice within the party. And time for a short break. More news when we come back. Do stay tuned. Welcome back. The exchange rate of the US dollar reached a record high of 118.8 rupees yesterday. With the US economy becoming stronger, the Indian and Nepalese rupees have become weaker. The rise in the exchange rate of the US dollar has raised the prices of imported goods and cost of big projects. But Nepal Rashtra Bank is not worried regarding the scenario, as 70% of Nepal's trade is done with India. Only 15% of Nepal's trade is done with countries other than India and China, where Nepal has to spend dollars. The devaluation of the Nepalese rupee, which is tied up to the Indian rupee, is due to the weakening Indian economy compared to the US economy. Instead of worrying about the rising dollar, Nepal has to think of how it can take advantage of the situation. In the past 7 months since the formation of the Provincial Assembly in Province 1, lawmakers have raised the issues concerned with the general public. And in this context, we had asked the lawmakers how effectively have the issues been addressed and plans been implemented so far. Let's take a look at what they have to say.
Public voice.
सम्पूर्णतः यो कार्यान्वयन भएको हामीले महसुस भएको छैन के मात्रामा चाहिँ भइराखेकै छ कति त भइराखेछ कति अरा त भएको छैन
मन्त्रीले जवाफ गर्ने गरेका छन् हैन तत्काल समाधान हुने खालकालाई कार्यान्वयन गर्ने तत्काल नहुनेलाई अब नगर्ने त्यस्तै भयो
संरचनाको अभावको कारणले गर्दाखेरि जसरी कार्यान्वयन हुनुपर्ने त्यसरी त भएको छैन तर कार्यान्वयन नै नभएको भन्ने कुरा चाहिँ होइन
And now time for segment Public Pulse, where it texts us with their opinion.
Public Pulse.
Should there be age restriction for political party leaders? Your options are A, yes, and B, no. The voting for the question is on. Type any WS, select your option A or B, and send it to 34001 to share your opinion with us. And here's a look at the top stories one more time. Senior leaders of Nepali Congress under pressure after the party's student wing, Nepal Student Union, introduces age restriction. The exchange rate of the US dollar reaches a record high of 118.8 rupees, likely to increase the prices of imported goods. US Ambassador to the UN Nikki Haley announces retirement after nearly 2 years in office. President Trump hails Haley's tenure. And Thailand's Cape Boys given a presidential felicitation in Argentina, the team making a special appearance in the Youth Olympics. And those were our latest headlines. Stay with us for more news and entertainment on KTV SD. Good day.